Hi everyone, my name is Nicola. I am simply a stitcher. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new around here, it's great to have you, and if you are returning, thank you for coming and spending some more time with me today. So today I'm going to do a stitch with me, and as you can see I have my Leonid Afremov piece out. This is Night Cafe. A supersized max colour, and this is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I am working in the top left corner. You can see the C there, the cafe sign. So I'm just sort of in the middle of it here. And this is stitched 2/1 tent stitch on some 25 count fabric, and I am doing it in the snake method in a 10 by 10 block, because I find tent stitch to be very difficult to control, and I can very easily lose where I am. So yeah, got some bright colours in there. So yeah, so I'm going to do a stitch with me today, and this is one with chat. I've done 100 stitches so far, and we're going to have a look at some of your comments. So yeah, hope everyone is doing well. It's been an interesting week here. I am back at work today, so this is my final stitch of my time off, and yeah, we go right down to the wire, because I'll finish at about 8:45, 20 to 9, and I'll start work at 9 o'clock. So there we go. So as I said, I've got a fair few comments, but just catch up on a couple of things this week. So my new fridge freezer arrived. It was the last thing that I wanted to get for my new kitchen, which I had done earlier this year. And I said I wanted to wait until Black Friday sales, and I'm glad I did. I got a third off, and it was delivered on Tuesday, and everybody was very excited to see it. And it sounds weird to say that it's going to be life-changing, but it kind of is. It's much better, much more spacious. The girls have got a space in there dedicated to them in the fridge part, because they often buy bits and bobs, and in the small fridge that we had, what they would buy just kept getting lost and then ultimately forgotten about. So yeah, it's going to be much better. And I think I'm about there with my Christmas shopping, which is also good news, because I hate shopping. I am a rare breed of female. I actually dislike shopping. I'd sooner shop in a craft store than go shopping for gifts or whatever. So yeah, so that was been the round off to my week. Go and get some last minute bits and have a fridge freezer delivered. Excuse me. So yeah, got my admin stuff out of the way as well, because you know what it's like. An email comes through and you're like, well, I'm working at the moment, I'll deal with it later. And later turns out to be about a month later. But I did get everything done that I needed to do, so all good. The feeling of satisfaction when the decks are cleared of anything pressing. So for those of you who watch, who are in my Simply a Stitcher and Friends Facebook group, as promised on my floss tube, I posted a thread in there in relation to next year, and to set yourselves an aim. So the idea is it's like an alternative to a SAL. With a SAL, it's this piece is released every month, and if you do X, Y, Z, you win a prize. Well, mine is the alternative of that. Put an aim there. Doesn't matter if you achieve it or not, you'll still be in with a chance to win a prize. I'm going to send out some RAKs in December 2025. You know, everybody, if you keep stitching, that's the thing, isn't it? Let's keep the hobby going, not pressure ourselves, and enjoy. Having said that, I have a very lofty target of 500,000 stitches, although one of my participants has raised that bar and is going for 600,000 stitches. Crazy amount. I couldn't do that. But Andy, Crow Stitcher, we are behind you. And yeah, let's see. So yeah, it's nice to have, again, as I said before, that participation. The group is there for stitches to engage with one another. It's a friendship group. It's a share knowledge and ideas, and enable and whips and all the rest of it. So at the moment in the house, I've just got Hannah in. She'll be getting ready for work in a moment. Andy has already gone to work. Lauren is gone to school. Ooh, excuse me. I didn't have a very good night's sleep last night. I suppose it's probably because I'm back at work today. Yeah, it is what it is. I have to work, I have bills to pay. Oh, I hear the cat jingling about too. Okay, so as I said, I have got some comments to read, and we'll go through those, and then yeah, see how much stitching we can get done this hour or so. So my first comment is from FlossTube 46, and it's from Jane, who says, "Hello Kitty," as Angel made a wee cameo on that video. Yep, it is still cold. Hopefully warmer soon with the storm coming in. I get cold sitting down and stitching, so every hour or so, no more than an hour, I get up and pace up and down and swing my arms up and down the stairs to get warm and to remove any stiffness. It helps me if you try. I hope it helps you too. Enjoyed your progress. Yeah, that's something that I do, is I do get up and down. The longest I will sit within my stitching is a couple of hours, like, you know, for my live streams. I don't, I try not to sit for long periods if I'm not filming. You know, we all have these times where we get comfortable, but, you know, sitting for long periods ends up giving me backache. So I don't do it. Having said that, I've got a backache this morning. I've got out of bed with one, which is most annoying. I'm pretty sure that with these painkillers I'm about to have with my cuppa, it will be gone. Hello, cat. Okay. Oh, I hear a Hannah coming downstairs. Okay, baby. I'm tired. Okay, so next comment is from Kelly. Kelly's Quilts and Cruises, commenting on my alternative, which had Josephine Wall's Daughter of the Deep in it. And she says, looking lovely, Nicola. I guess when you set up your next 8x8 grid block, you'll be using other colours of floss to get the diagonal done. I hope so. I like Daughter of the Deep, but the blues and the greens, in all honesty, are getting a bit samey at the moment. It surely can't be long as I'll be graduating to other colours. But I think I worked on it on my last stitch with me, and I think I mentioned in that one that I'm starting to get some different shades of green come in. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it will start to look a bit different. Daughter of the Deep and Sailing Fairy are the two pieces that Andy always mixes up. So an older video of mine has had a comment, and it's one of my Floss Tube extras. And the comment has come from Rachel Q Stitches, and she says, my master set is on bobbins, but this makes more sense because as you guys know, I have my master set on plastic floss cards that are very durable, and I have it on something like 24, full set of DMC on 24 or 25 floss cards. And she says, I'm so afraid of the bobbins spilling all over the floor. For me, it's a case of bobbins were never going to work because I'm too lazy to bobbinate. I would sooner spend that time stitching. I've known people say, oh, I've spent 2 days bobbinating or something like that. 2 days for me could be, 2,000 stitches or more. And I just, no, bobbinating's not for me. So I opted for the hard floss cards. It was kind of born from kits, because as you all know, when you get a kit, usually it's a floss card, and I figured, well, why can't I do this for every DMC colour? And with me having my thread cones, it just made sense, because I can just pick off what I need off the thread cones, and every few months, every 6 months about, then the floss cards go into the kitchen and get laid out on the table, and out come the boxes of cones. I was hoping during this holiday, this time off work, to organise and catalogue my cones, but what with everything that went on, I actually had less time than I would have liked, because obviously, you know, stepdad was in hospital and plans did get a little bit upskittled for that. So I didn't get the opportunity to get that done. But I'm not upset. I have a week off in January, so I'm hoping to get it done then. I'll get it all organised and catalogued. Put them on a spreadsheet so I know which bobbins, which colours I've got, whether they're on a large or a small cone, and yeah, organise them. Just move the camera a wee way. Kashi on live stream 45, the Sunday stream, because I did actually get round to tidying up my YouTube numbers, says, I missed a live, unable to join the live, but looking forward to watching the replay. All of those lives are on the replay. I forget, you know, not everybody will be able to watch, and, you know, certainly some people can watch my Sunday, but not my Wednesday. And, you know, things like, obviously, when we're coming up to festive season, people will be busy and not always to join. So the lives will always be there on replay. And then Michelle Clark comments to say, I've started my Christmas shopping because I have 3 kids and they all happen to have their birthdays within 4 weeks of each other and Christmas in between. 18th of December, 16th of January, 21st of January. There's back to school a few days after that. Our summer holidays start just before Christmas, as Michelle is in Australia. And then finish after Australia Day on the 26th of January. Where am I going with this one here? So I have to be organised, or at least get organised before December, but usually earlier. Well, mine is now all done. I've got Hannah's birthday present to get. I don't know what she wants.
I know what you're getting.
What you want?
I don't know. Surprise me. I don't really know. You're asking me. I ain't supposed to know.
Surprise you, I give you a kick up bum. That'll be a surprise, won't it? Have a kick up the bum for your birthday.
No, I expect that from you.
Might add to your bracelet collection.
I've been added to it already.
And?
I want too many.
Jennifer Burr is also watching the replay as she missed it live. No worries at all. And then Karen Ennis says, I have cosmic marbles to do. Let's start it together and hope your stepdad will be okay. Well, he is out of hospital. If you haven't already sort of caught up on that. Hannah stayed last weekend with him, and on the Sunday morning, she messaged me to say, Grandad is absolutely fine. He's shouting at things that fall down in the bathroom. So, yeah, I think he's returned to normality. He did call yesterday and said that he'd been out for a drive to run his car, because obviously his car had been stood for a few days. You know, we've kind of encouraged him to start back slowly. He's got to, you know, be very not cautious, but just mindful that his recovery might take a little while and we don't want him ending up in hospital again. So Hannah's getting him a lunchbox for snacks, aren't you, chicken?
Yeah.
Yeah. Enid gives me a little wave on flush tube 47. I'm from 45 to 47. No, 46. It's me. And then, oh, Hannah. She's having a fluff. Then Crow Stitcher. Andy. Check out her channel if you're not already subscribed. She does some awesome projects. She says, beautiful projects as always. She Sleeps is on my list to start soon, and that creeps closer every time I see yours. I hope your stepdad, all the best in his recovery. Thank you, Andy. Yeah, She Sleeps is just, I'm kind of obsessed with stitching it every second I can at the moment. Just love it. Absolutely love it.
I really want to come up.
Yesterday I worked on it all day and I got like 1900 stitches in on it. She Sleeps is, as it stands today is Wednesday, 71.61%, so trucking along with it. What are you doing to that cat? You're trying to feed her chocolate pudding?
No. She won't eat it anyway.
Oh.
It's cat food. And she jumped up at one point and she just put a paw on it and jumped down really quickly. And she keeps sitting there and staring at me. What she wants?
Maybe wants to chase your ankles.
Probably. She's not having it.
Yes, our cat is an ankle chaser.
Uncle Fighter.
Yeah. Okay, Sonia also says, I'm inspired by your She Sleeps and will also stitch it on 20 count, 2 over 1. See you on Sunday. Yeah. I think I've enabled a few people with She Sleeps. Ebony's stitching it at the moment as well, in Stitches with Ebony. The closer it gets to a finish, I think the more people want to do it because they can see how it's looking. So
So nice.
yes, I've just been talking about that.
You can show them a picture in your group so they can see it. Doesn't get it justice.
Go on, get dressed. Okay, Sandy comments on FlossTube 47. Great updates as always, Nicola. You're amazing. I hope your stepdad's health improves quickly. Good job. Hannah is on hand to sort the dog out. I hope you both get to Christmas shop together. Enjoy your time off. See you tomorrow night. Thanks for sharing. Take care and happy stitching. So Hannah and I did get to do some Christmas shopping together, although it wasn't as much as we wanted or where we wanted. However, we did well. And then at the weekend, after Grandad was home, he said he was okay, and me and the girls went to Christmas market and had a few hours time out, because I did really want to do that with them, and then they enjoyed that. So that was that. But yeah, 10,000 stitches that week surpassed even my own expectation. And then the lovely Laurie says, prayers, I hope your stepdad recovers quickly. Did somebody zap you with a stitching spell? Wow, amazing progress. Yeah, that's what focusing on a finish and itching to get She Sleeps done is doing for me. Using active days on StitchPal at current progress, it reckons it'll finish in February next year. I mean, I'm hoping for sort of a March finish, March, April, but obviously if I can get it sooner, I can get it sooner. If I stitched at the rate I'm doing it on, which is about, I think about 178, 180 stitches a day, they reckon, StitchPal reckons it will be finished in August next year. So I'll just have to see. All these yellows are so close together. Colours, shades are very close together. Then Sharon comments, wow, 10,000 stitches, amazing, in training for next year. Oh yes, Sharon, game on. Sharon and I, and also Helen, we are all aiming to put in 500,000 stitches next year, and Andy, who is the crow stitcher, he's looking at doing 600,000. So yeah, we all have lofty goals next year. We'll see if we can achieve any of them. 500,000 stitches works out at 1,369 stitches a day. I'm not sure what 600,000 works out at, but I would imagine it'll be something like 1,500 or 1,800, something like that a day. I'll have to work it out. In fact, I've got a computer in front of me with a calculator function. So, perhaps looking at that might be a help. Okay, let's mark these on. So 600,000 divided by 365. 1,643 stitches a day, and that is very lofty. So, okay. So Catherine comments and says, 10k, wow. I'm sorry to hear about your mental health. Here's hoping for a better week this week. As you say, yeah, it has been a better week. Thank you very much for asking. Thank goodness for stitching, and hope your stepdad gets the treatment that he needs. Yes, indeed, thank goodness for stitching. My stitching is keeping me sane. It's something that's always there, always reliable, and it's calming. It is very calming for me to spend my time with a needle in my hand. For me, it's everything. Don't get me wrong, family time is equally as important, but spending my time with a needle and thread gives me that inner peace, calmness, feeling of satisfaction, and all the other things that it can conjure up. I absolutely love it. Kay, so 6 Stitcher says, enjoy your week off. Sending love and positive energy to Grandad and all of you. Thank you, Kate. And then Sally Ann Cole saw comments to say, I hope your stepfather gets better and plans for your week off go well. Thank you very much. Okay. Linda loves to stitch. She says, I'm sorry to hear about your mental health. I hope you feel better. Yeah, I kind of got through it quite quickly. But, you know, when you've lived with it for as long as I have, and you just tend to know the flashpoints, when they occur and why they occur, what you need to do to kind of pull yourself around from it, because I'm not medicated. I was before, but like many people, I didn't like the way the medicines made me feel. And I'm trying sort of more natural methods of, you know, getting out, exercise, you know, spending time doing what I want to do, you know, and talking more than anything, because when I have a moment, shall we say, Andy is absolutely brilliant, and he understands when these moments are occurring, and he is very responsive to that, which is all I can ask. So yeah. You're doing incredible. I swear these healthcare providers are so aggravating. I hope your situation improves. You're doing incredible on your stitching. With 10,000 stitches, that's amazing. Take care of yourself. Thank you, Linda. I did make some inquiries about we need an understanding of why the ambulance was downgraded, because I personally don't think it should have been. I think he was definitely in need of oxygen, and I disagree with the downgrade to a GP appointment, and ultimately ended up at the hospital anyway. So I will be seeking answers as to why that was. But, you know, my priority at the minute is to make sure that he's well. Karen says, your stepdad is in my prayers. Thank you, Karen. As does Joe Sorensen. Prayers and good wishes for you and your family. Thank you kindly, ladies. Leslie Duncan comments to say, oh, that was a pop. Awesome stitching as usual, Nicola. Hope Grandad gets better soon, and take care of yourself. Thank you, Leslie. These yellows are making me cross-eyed. Love Nana says, trying to send you a message. I enjoy watching your progress on your projects. Wonderful stitches and your wonderful stitching, and your hair is beautiful. I'll see you next week. Have a nice week. Thank you, Love Nana. And then Lynn, who is Lynn Cordova, comments, oh, my tummy growling. comments to say She Sleeps looks so wonderful, again on FlossTube 47. Yeah, I'm just loving She Sleeps. It's looking phenomenal. I just love her. Love stitching on her. Excuse me. Okay. So Panzula commented in Polish about the Melbourne Middle Earth map, and yes, I did reply in Polish thanks to Google Translate, which led to quite a hilarious conversation on a live stream about when I do reply to people in their own language, and we discovered that we are all fluent. We can all say Google in every language in the world except for Klingon, which is a little bit of fun on the live stream, because we found out that Google is a word that is the same the world over. It's maybe spelt slightly differently. There we go. Jane Murray says, "Ocean." Let me start that again. Wouldn't be me if I weren't tripping over my tongue, would it? She says, "Awesome progress, and hope all goes well with your stepdad." Thank you, Jane. Nina, the lovely Nina from Nina Hobby Site. I'm absolutely, if you're watching this, Nina, I am loving your Flossmas. It's really, really lovely, and seeing the bits of scenery and life in Norway that you put in on those videos, absolutely love it. She says you get a lot of stitches in, 15 new starts, that's great. So sorry for your stepdad, hopefully everything turns out okay. Yeah, the 15 kind of went up to 17, Nina. And I'm quite looking forward to it, actually. Yes, it's a lot of starts, but it means that next year's stitching and Stitch With Me's will get a lot more variety. So yeah, and thank you very much indeed for your good wishes. Jane says, "So sorry to hear about grandfather. My stepdad, the girl's granddad, and I hope sorted sooner rather than later. Your work is fantastic and I enjoyed the video. Hope you get the shopping sorted. Please take care and happy stitching." Yeah, we're all good. Thank you so much, Jane. Helena Drummond leaves me a heart, which is super. Thank you very much. I've always said I have said recently that even if you just leave an emoji, it is engagement, and I thank you guys for that. So thank you so much. It's nice to know that, you know, you guys are engaging with the channel. Raven 61362, who is a new subscriber. So if you're watching this, hello Raven. She says, oh, I think it's a she. It is presumptuous, I know. She says, I just happened to come across your channel, and wow, your work is very impressive. And the fact that you're doing such large pieces is amazing. I admire you. Just wait until next year, Raven, when I've got 25 of them on the go. Taking through these 8, plus another 17. It's going to be a starter palooza next year. And we've got some big pieces. Just acquired that Colin Thompson, 400,000 stitches. And, you know, lots of, you know, the couple that I've acquired from Unconventional Cross Stitch or Unconventional X Stitch, 250,000 each. So just casually sorting up the total there, you know. Lots and lots of stitching. So, and I'm so looking forward to it now. I think as it gets closer, I look forward to it more. Oh, my stomach growling away. Helen says, Helen Dacey on live stream for 25, the Wednesday stream where we were talking about translations. I'm watching this on replay, she says, as I had to leave mid-live. I am absolutely wetting my knickers listening to you and Andy talk about Google Translate. Andy sounds like he has a stutter trying to say the Klingon version of Google, which I won't even attempt. Yeah, it was very funny. And, you know, me and Andy, we do make each other laugh quite a lot. I mean, that's kind of normal for us. We take life seriously, but have a laugh while we do it, if you know what I mean, while we get on through it. And I think, you know, if we can laugh and laugh at ourselves a little bit too, hey, it's life. Okay, 225. And then Kay, so 6 Stitcher, comes in and says, I'm with you on the F-bomb bus. So, yeah, we were also talking about that. With if I am not on FlossTube, I have a terrible potty mouth. I keep it CBeebies for YouTube because, you know, they don't like it, you know, when it's bad language and stuff like that. And she says, I'm with you on the F-bomb bus. I speak fluent Docker. Sorry I missed you last night. We were organising a new family member. See you on Sunday. No worries at all, Kay. Thank you for that. And I'm glad to know I'm not alone. There we go. Right, let's just move my thread. Another square is done. I do love, it feels like a little finish every time I've done a square on this piece. It really does. And I know lots of you think, oh my goodness, all those park threads, how do you manage? Keeping the same technique. Start all my stitches on the bottom left, park all my threads in the bottom left. Keeps control. And obviously using Pattern Keeper to mark off as I go. Okay. Kay also leaves me some hearts on the last chatty stitch with me, and Laurie comments, that she really enjoyed the video. Great stuff. So Karen Ennis says, I love your chatty stitch with me. I stitch with your replays at night. Oh, there's a crow outside. I stitch with your replays at night whilst I stitch. Cool, cool. Right. Let's just take this one off because it's getting a bit short. Okay. Luella says, another very good stitching time with you. Enjoy the rest of your time off. It always goes by too fast. It does indeed, although I have to say, this week, this time off, it does seem to have gone slower, which I'm quite enjoying, actually. I have enjoyed. In some days, I seem to have had, like, it sounds weird, I seem to have had a lot more time some days. And I'm not quite sure how it works, but, you know, it is what it is. Envy is coming along nicely, says Jennifer Burr. Thank you for keeping me company this morning while I work. My pleasure, Jennifer. No worries at all. It's nice to be able to do that, to be able to keep people company. And it's nice that you enjoy watching my videos to keep you company. That's what I'm about. Do you enjoy watching my videos? And if you do, fantastic. The more the merrier. Okay, and lovely stitch. She also comments to further comments to say, lovely stitch with me on Envy. She's progressing beautifully. I love using Stitch Pal. Yes, me too. I've put all of my 2025 projects in there now. I also had pictures when I finished to see how I'm progressing on my projects. Enjoy the rest of your time off this weekend and beginning of next week. Thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, I've never done the extra pictures thing in Stitch Pal. So, but yeah, I know it's got that functionality that you can do it, because some of my projects have got a thumbnail, but generally speaking, no, I don't tend to do that. But yeah, I loaded in all my 2025 stitch counts into it, so that was entertaining. I dread to think how many stitches I've got in Stitch Pal. I had to add it up one day, didn't I? Okay. Michelle Clark comments to say, following on last chatty stitch with me, I love your idea of Stitch's B&B stroke hotel. That sounds wonderful. I think you would even get international visitors. I have friends that live near Warwick Castle, so I could visit them whilst on a stitching retreat. I don't know anyone who likes to stitch, so it would be lovely to go on a stitching holiday and hang out with fellow stitchers. Sounds like heaven to me. Having permanent vendor stalls would also be great. I'm still waiting on that lottery win though, sadly, Michelle. I keep trying. We'll get there eventually, eh? Pfeiffer, Stitchy Pfeiffer K says, hi Hannah, listening to you and your mum. It reminds me of myself and my daughter in the mornings when she was getting ready to go to school or college. I really miss those days, as she's now a grown woman with a family of her own. Yeah. She will be down shortly, I would imagine, to head out for work. And yeah. Okay. On my last stitch with me with Sailing Fairy. No, was it Sailing Fairy? No. It was Stitching Shelf. Kelly from Kelly's Quilts and Cruises comments to say, beautiful Nicola, at first I thought you were stitching a blueberry, but I guess it's actually a small blue flower with a yellow centre. Yep, you're right. Amy Stewart's tend to have all the flowers in the edges and the borders, I've found. Spruced Up Stitching, a relatively new subscriber from what I can see from a comment. Comments to say, hi Nicola, I've been following you now for about 6 weeks. Today a video came up from a year ago. I didn't recognise that it was you. Wow, I know you've been on a weight loss journey. I'm trying as well. Inspirational. Thank you for the inspiration in this and the stitching. Thank you very much. I actually had the same thing happen to me on the same day that you posted your comment there. Very nice. A video of mine popped up from about 12 months ago and I watched it and I was like, oh my goodness. So yeah, I can definitely see a change in me, and it's only going to get more changes as time goes on. So yeah. Laurie Clark also comments on that Amy Stewart and says, pretty flowers you stitched tonight. I did 80 while you did around 250 stitches. Yeah, I think 250 I did because it was quite heavy confetti, if I remember. Confetti just slowed me down. And then Karen also comments, Karen Ennis, to say, it's beautiful. I love to stitch with you. Thank you, Karen. What time you finished at work today, my lovely?
3.
Okay.
And then Connie's nipping down later to pick up her Christmas presents and then drop off my Christmas presents for my birthday presents and birthday card.
Okay.
She was going to do it Friday, but it's like be easier today. Which actually I agree with because it makes it easy for me on Friday because it means I can go to Grandad straight from work.
That's fine. Okay, so Irene Chandler comments to say, loving the progress on Envy. She's looking beautiful. Yep, she is. She'll be my Sunday stitch this week. So as you're watching this on a Saturday evening, it'll be my live stream Sunday stitch. Let's see how much we can get done. With lots of green skirt, I'm tipping there'll be a lot of stitching done. Okay. So again, Kay, who is Stitchy Fifer, says, a wee bit discombobulated watching the replay of the live stream without seeing the comments on the screen. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube does that sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't show the chat replay. And I don't do anything different. I process the videos in exactly the same way, and it's a bit weird. But I guess that's just a YouTube quirk. Are you off then, sweetheart?
In a minute.
Okay.
Don't want to leave too early, don't want to leave too late.
Right. It's a lovely project she shared from the members of the group as always, ladies. I'm playing catch up on FlossTube while stitching on my St Andrew's Day New Start, Vivster's Scotland flag Quaker tiles, the first of 3 St Andrew's New Starts over the next 3 years to create a display for my living room wall. And I know you did share those in the group, Kate, and they look wonderful. Just 10:05 past.
Couple more minutes.
All right. Then Sussex Stitcher K, the other K, says, how lovely to stitch a morning glory on this drab day. Hope Grandad is okay. This was, of course, on my stitching shelf. Stitch with me that I did with the little blue flower. Danny Kashi says, thanks for another lovely fun-filled stream. I'm so glad I can watch the replay, as real life so often doesn't allow me to be here on a live time. Yeah, no worries at all. The streams, I think, are a bit of a giggle for everybody as well, and it's a sort of a light-hearted twice a week. Let's get through the week. Okay. No worries, my love. And I will see you tonight. And then also she comments on my last Envy chatty stitch with me, saying, thank you, and thank you, Nicola. Envy is looking amazing. Oh, yes. Envy is fast becoming a favourite of lots of people.
Mother, I am leaving.
Okay, okay.
I will.
All right, I'll see you later. Bye. Watching the replay, says Jennifer Burr, enjoyed all the whips. Happy December. And that was on my Sunday stream this last week. So thank you all for your comments. That is where we leave them today. Lots of great comments there. The next lot are on the floss tube that I've just released, so I will leave those for next time. We've got still about another half hour of stitchy time. I don't want to go to work today. I want to sit by the hour and stitch. Not happening though, is it? Got to go and pay those bills. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. yes, Hannah has left for work now, and what she doesn't know is that, yes, me and Andy did complete the Christmas shopping yesterday, and we did buy one or two bits and bobs that she has no idea about. So Christmas Day will be filled from her with, when did you get this? They also don't know that me and Andy had a cheeky lunch out yesterday, because it was the last day that I was off, and I was like, well, I've not had any opportunity to spend any significant time with Andy, so I think I'd like to go to lunch. And he was like, oh yeah. So that's what we did. We went to lunch. And a very nice lunch it was too. I had some ramen noodles, and he had scampi. We went to a Wetherspoons. Most of you guys in England will know about Wetherspoons. Good food, reasonable prices. Yeah, we just crack on, enjoy. Bit of a British thing now in Wetherspoons pub. And we did a little shopping in the town as well. There was a little market on. I also went and got some knitting wool, because the girls have both talked about having something hand knitted. So I went and bought some wool and a pattern, and then I realised when I got home I haven't got the needles, so I need to go online to order some thread anyway, because this was in a local needlework store that I have, and you know what it's like, I've got 400 cones, or 400 plus cones, and the colours that I need I haven't got. It's most annoying, so I have to go online and order them, and I should get a few other odds and sods whilst I'm online as well. I want some more Baltic needles. I need to buy these, obviously, some knitting needles as well. And yeah, that means I can do some knitting next year. I want to try and dedicate a slot a week to knitting. I haven't worked out yet how I'm going to do it. At the minute, because I'm so obsessed with She Sleeps, every waking moment's being spent on that, if I'm not stitching on my other rotation. What I might do is I might put knitting time in lunch times rather than stitching, because Mondays I fill my floss tube, so I don't get a stitching lunchtime on a Monday. Usually one day a week I'm in the office, so I don't get a stitchy time on another day. So what I might do is just stick a some stitchy hours during the week in my lunch times, because, you know, much as I love my cross stitching, doing it while I'm on dinner break, I just want to carry on. I don't want to go back to work. Might have a look and see how it goes. It might not work. Who knows? Oh my goodness, excuse me. I'm looking forward to putting in some extra work on this one next year. At the moment, it's at 3 1/3%. And it is, I learned about this term this week, it is a legacy whip. It's something that if I don't finish it, somebody else is going to be finishing it. It's got a very long expected finish date, so definitely want to add in some. And I think that if from finishing She Sleeps to mid-year, I put in some extra on this one, it's going to add a significant amount. And then Door to the Deep will probably become the legacy one, because Door to the Deep has got a long finish date too. Not as long as this one, because this is the biggest piece that I have. Done almost 300 so far, which is more than I expected. Might sneak in doing 400 by the time I end this, depending on how confetti heavy the next square is. Come on. I'll get this flaming needle threaded. Dratted thing. Tommy's growling again. Just a good line in growl in my stomach. that long enough? Can I pick this one up? Yes, I can. Nope, it's the wrong one. Try that one. Save me plucking out a new strand. It seems very dark for number 21. It is very dark for number 21. That's not number 21. Is it? No, it's not number 22 either. What else have I got around here? It's not 922. Why have I got a completely dark, wrong dark colour parked in? It's coming out. Thought it looked a bit dark. Let's get rid of this thread, because I don't even see where it's come from. I'm missing a thread box now. Let's pull up a strand of 21. Now that is a much better colour. Very occasionally I am not accurate with my parking. It doesn't happen very often, thankfully. It was very clear there that there was something amiss. That's much better. It's a much softer blend. There we go. 350. Okay, that's looking better. Let's get out some 922. All sort of gingery colours in this little bit. Okay, cooking with gas now. 3801. There's a couple of stitches. On one stitch and then park. Yeah, I've got a short length. Cool. It was handy having these little shorter lengths back onto my floss card, because it means I'm not threading up a full length and then having to consider how best to use the thread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Park and mark. And then the last stitch of this square. And then we get to move on to the next 100. And I've got 14 minutes. Can I complete a 100 stitch square in 14 minutes? What have I done here? I think that's got to come out. That is, oh no, I just haven't parked it. Duh. Okay. Okay, what is this thread here? It is 3854. Oh, where have I got flipping thread me needle? 12 minutes I've got now before I have to very sadly put my stitching down and prepare for work. Nearly a fortnight off. It's going to be like a right baptism of fire today. I wonder if anybody's missed me. Right. I've already done a stitch in this block, just haven't marked it off because I tend not to. That one. Let's have a new thread. So 922 this time. Doubt very much I should get this square done. We might get halfway there, and that's fine. Oh, look at that. Going across 2 squares. Let's try that again. Okay. We are cooking with gas. What have I done here? Oh, I've just picked up the wrong flaming thread. That's what I've done. Oh my days. I'm doing well. Not. I'm not giving out a very good advert here for parking, am I? Now let's try that again. So that goes there, then park the thread there. That's better. Now I can do this one. One, two. Let's park that one there. Okay. There we go. Stop distracting myself. I'll be fine. Oh dear. Okay. Okay. Just a one stitch. This one. The thing about this method is it does use a lot of thread. very often when I cut off the lengths, they are not long enough to go back on the floss card. I just can't do it. They just, you know, my fingers are not nimble enough to put them on. Which is why I always try and park if I can, whether it's on the adjacent or diagonal square to where I am. Almost at an hour and a half. So not many more stitches, but I'm not going to make that 400. Probably get to 350, depending on how many thread ups I've got to do in the next couple of minutes. Because I managed to flaming confuse myself, didn't I? Just get rid of these. And get rid of that one as well. Please don't come unthreaded. Now you can come unthreaded. That's it. Right. Okay. Don't mind me just having a little chunter to myself for the last half hour. How many stitches is that I've done now? Right. Okay, 440 stitches altogether. I've done 100, so 340 during this session, and that's where I need to unfortunately leave it, because I do have to work today, very sadly. So I'm going to end this video with my usual reminders. There'll be 3 videos that appear on your screen in a moment. If you've not seen those, please do go take a few minutes to have a look. And as ever, my schedule is I release Floss Tube on Tuesday, Stitch with Me Thursdays and Saturdays, and live stream on a Sunday at 7:30 p.m. UK time, Sundays and Wednesdays. So if you can join me for any or all of those, that would be much appreciated. But really, all that's left to say is thank you all very much indeed for your kind comments, for watching my videos, and for your support. As I have mentioned many times before, please do, if you wish, join my Simply a Stitcher and Friends Facebook group and get involved. And I will see you all on the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye for now.